Never mind that it's a public holiday, because our devices actually don't go on a holiday, right? So let's basically get right into what we have for you on the program today. Mr. Akimbito, it's good to have you on the program.
Good to be back. Good morning.
I was checking the average lifespan of a laptop, right? And, my AI assistant gave me 3 to 5 years. And I said, no, not in this part of the world. Once you get that laptop, you're planning 10 to 15 years. And when you're done, you probably hand it over to the next generation. But that's just on a lighter note.
You're right.
But the point is, we want our devices to last longest, particularly when you see the prices of these devices. You're like, 3 million? Okay, this one you would last for 10 years. So first off, how do we ensure that we get the most in terms of lifespan from our devices, particularly the computers and PCs?
It's interesting because all the conversations today have just followed the same theme. The doctor mentioned that if you could take care of your car, you need to take care of your body. So taking care of your devices, I'll just give us a couple of tips. First thing you want to do is clean the physical components. Have you checked the keyboards of some people's computers? You'll be wondering, wait, why would you be eating and be pressing your keyboard? You have oil smudge and all of the crumbs of your food on it. So those will get under the keyboard, underneath the keyboard, the trackpad or the mouse pad, and of course, cut it short. You would need to visit the technician more often. So please do not eat when you are using your computer. Do not use oily fingers to press your keyboard. If you must, please clean your hands. So you need to dust up your computer using a brush, soft brush. Please do not use rag. There are certain specialized cloths that you can use to clean your screen and your keyboard. It makes it last longer. Next thing you want to do, I've been talking about this recurrently, antivirus software. You should scan your computer, scan your device, even your mobile phones, your tablets, your computer, your desktops. You should scan them using antivirus software ever so often. Why? The bad actors do not go on break.
They don't go on public holidays.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So most operating system software publishers would bundle a security software in there. You should scan often, and it will make your computer last longer. Next thing is, most time when you install software, I'm going to use this app, I'm going to use this app, you don't open some of them for months. And what they do on your devices, when you start up your computer, you power it on, most of those apps will start up, and that's why your computer gets slower over time. You won't notice it until a day you need to do something like, what's the matter with this computer? Is there a virus? So what you want to do is disable most of those apps from starting up automatically.
We're giving the apps accommodation, like an IDP camp. Just give them some accommodation.
Ouch, that is below the belt. But you're right. So most of these apps that we do not use, you need to disable them from starting up automatically. If your computer is 5 years and above, years old, your computer now, you would want to do defragmentation. What does it mean? You know, when your room is scattered and you need to get something, you need to just be scrambling where they are. But if you have an organized room, you know where what is. So when you copy something onto your computer, the computer, especially for older computers, they use the regular magnetic disk. And these disks spin very fast, and the head needs to go and read. Disk defragmentation will just reorder the data on your hard drive and makes the computer access them faster.
But not for the solid state.
No, that's why I said if you have 5 years or older, from 5 years to now, all computers ship with solid state drives.
There you go.
Yes, because they are much faster. They have gotten relatively cheaper. Lastly, please do not keep your computers in the trunk or the boot. We call it boot here. Americans call it trunk. The boot of your car. Here is very hot. We know. Even when you're walking on the road, you know how hot it is. If you keep your computers there, electronics and heat, they're enemies. The hotter it is, the more you want your computer to have ventilation. Why? Because the heat kills the battery. And I mentioned this before, that if your battery is not lasting as long as it used to be, heat is one of it.
And that's when you begin to see the battery getting pregnant and eventually never delivers.
Yeah, the tip of the week is this. In the advent of everybody moving to band A gradually, even if you are doing moonwalk, please, when your computer is 100% charged, please disconnect the adapter from the main source.
And then turn it off.
Even when you remove it from the computer, it's still drawing power.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, because I saw a video recently of everybody's meter just beeping. Everything was red, because Band-Aid is not a joke. But we have to thank you so much. I've been speaking with Akin Bitoye,
Thank you for having me.
Tech Advisor. We appreciate your time on the show.
Always a pleasure.
So you're welcome. We do hope that your device lasts for longer. We'll take a quick break now, and when we return, we'll have very powerful women joining us, and we hope that will give you some sort of encouragement, inspiration with them. So stay with us. We'll be right back.